What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, the S&P was closed yesterday as well as this weekend, so today and tomorrow. We won't really have an answer as to where the S&P does decide to move until Monday morning, which is going to be quite interesting to see how these markets within cryptocurrency decide to trade today and tomorrow before we see the S&P decide to open. As you guys can see right now, yesterday we had a major pump within XRP. In my mind, this is considered a major pump. Granted, the past couple of days, and I know a lot of you guys are saying, no, that's not an explosion. It is to me, and I think that's what matters here. When you see XRP shoot up 10% in a day, when we've been on a consistent correction here, I consider that to be an explosive run to the upside, especially when it's the biggest candle we've had since, honestly, March of 2022 here. So I do think it is considered an explosive run to the upside here. Granted, now we have entered the weekend, and when the weekend comes around, typically, you can see last time here, we don't see much movement at all, and I have this feeling we might not see much movement at all moving forward today. Now, we've obviously been stopped out on our XRP trade, which makes sense, and we're going to go over whether or not it's a good idea to be buying in now, selling short, where we're going to be moving to. Ethereum, as we expected to, is kind of trading sideways outside this big descending fractal here, which was expected for the weekend. We mentioned this yesterday. Bitcoin as well is, once again, consolidating, trading, honestly doing absolutely nothing here. It's interesting. It's like it fell back inside its downtrend and uptrend here, which is quite interesting. Maybe it's forming another symmetrical triangle, which we might see when we zoom in on the 4-hour or hourly charts here. But we are going to be looking at all these cryptocurrencies. S&P has pretty much been kind of trading that sideways uncertainty route the past couple of days too. So we are definitely in a very interesting movement right now, which we will talk a little bit more about later on today. With that being said, guys, remember we are still doing our completely free crypto coin display giveaway to win one of these XRP tickers. It's really simple to win. All you have to do is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed. Doing those two things will get you entered into the giveaway that we're doing tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for tomorrow morning to see if you're one of the lucky winners to win the raffle. So stay tuned for that. And I will be checking, and if you're not subscribed, you won't win. Otherwise, today's video is brought to us by MARGEX. MARGEX is a cryptocurrency leveraging platform here, which is super cool. We've covered many of these here on the channel, and it's nice to have other options available to us. And it's nice to know about other leveraging platforms that offer different things compared to other exchanges here. Like MARGEX offers its MP Shield, which you can see is right here. This is a price manipulation protection system that they have created. The cryptocurrency market, as we know, is volatile, and you can see it protects you against certain swings in the market. So guys, more information about MARGEX will be at the end of today's video, so definitely stay tuned for that. But with that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, moving forward here within XRP and these cryptocurrencies, as we know, we've been tracking, and I've been discussing this for a couple of days now here, a couple of weeks now, that there is a major descending triangle forming on XRP's weekly charts. It's very clear. You can see this. It makes sense here. We have a downtrend. We have our price floor, our bottom support here, and we've discussed when to be buying back into XRP, when we would be shorting XRP. Has everything to do with how we close this weekly candle at the end of this week, which, as you know, has 1 day and 11 hours left. So tomorrow night we'll get that definitive answer as to where we're closing, and ideally we'll probably see something similar to what we're seeing now. Most likely today and tomorrow won't see much movements, and we'll probably close above this weekly support right here, this moving average. You can see the bottom support. We're most likely going to close exactly where we are currently, which is interesting because we were expecting something like this, as we have had just recently a rebound off this, which causes markets to swing up. So we're looking to see kind of how these markets are going to play out. We've talked about when the next buying opportunity is. Obviously, we're out of that trade on XRP. It was a great run over a week of trading this, and we've made incredible profits trading it back down to its target level that we hit at about 71 cents here. And now we're looking to see where exactly does this market want to move to moving forward here. So I'm going to wait probably till next week, if not in the next couple of days, to kind of decide where this movement's going to be going to, because there's a lot of interesting things forming right now. So not only do we have the top of this weekly moving average, we have the bottom, and we have this downtrend and this price floor here. So when the price decides to move here, if obviously next week we close the weekly below our bottom support, do we close at like 68 cents, we know to short this very clearly on a conservative scale to 59 cents, because this is where the bottom would be. You can consistently see where 1, 2, 3, and 4 points of contact act as this being the price floor. So we know when to short that. Moving forward, however, we know that, since we're looking to bounce off this, close the weekly above here, there's a chance that come next week, we might be able to close above this downtrend, this resistance here. So we might see prices swing us up like this. Now, on a conservative scale, I still wouldn't buy in. I would truly wait for us to break above this moving average here. So what I would ideally wait for is this might take a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks to close us above this resistance up here, the red band on the weekly moving averages here. Once we can confirm closing above that, that would say, hey guys, this is the first time we've closed above the downtrend and above our moving average here, with expectations now of seeing a very substantial run. That would mimic a big swing to the upside here. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen that soon. There's a very big chance we might get rejected now off this downtrend here. We might very much so hit this top resistance, close below it. We might not break through this, close below it, and then start to scale back down. So if we close the weekly below this resistance here, we might enter a short much earlier than we had anticipated. Because if we wait for this weekly moving average, so if we close above this and then close above this, then we buy in. That might take 3 to 4 weeks. We might not be, you might not have the patience for that. So the next opportunity would be, hey, if we can try to break through it, close the weekly below here, get rejected with expectations of, once again, pulling back down to 72 cents. Once again, pulling all the way back down to 59 cents. So we might see the answer by the end of next week, whether or not we come into contact with the top resistance again. At this point, it's no longer going to be 87 cents. It's going to be closer to like 79 cents, very similar to where it's currently trading at. So I am excited to see how XRP does decide to trade out the next couple of days here. I am patiently waiting to do another, buy-in opportunity or short opportunity, and honestly, we might see a bearish opportunity faster than you guys have expected, because we are now hitting resistance at the top, the moving average, which just had a bearish cross. Keep in mind, on the daily, we might see prices drop lower. Now, guys, moving on to the other cryptocurrencies, you guys can see that Ethereum is also having an interesting pattern. We discussed the possibilities of this yesterday, where since we've been forming this major descending fractal here, there's a chance we might trade through it, because we've ironically led to the closure of the S&P 500. So due to the fact that the S&P 500 closed, we're not going to see much movement or we're not going to see any movement or volatility on the S&P. We're probably going to see the same thing apply itself to cryptocurrency. So the fact is, hey, we're most likely going to trade out of this descending fractal here, which is actually what's happening today and probably tomorrow as well. Obviously, we are in a big pickle right now, though, because we do have the daily moving averages here, and we do have this major resistance here. So I do think I would, buy in on a conservative scale if by like Monday or Tuesday we can close above, I'd say 3,116. We close above these green bands and red bands here, then I would consider buying in with expectations of a long back up. But it's going to all depend on the other cryptocurrencies too. It's going to depend on how Bitcoin wants to break. It's going to depend on how XRP wants to break. If Ethereum sees a swing like that, we're going to see XRP see a swing much higher too. But realistically, there's a bigger chance that we might continue this to stumble. Ethereum might continue to stumble and might get rejected off this. We've been trying for 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 days of trying to break through this moving average here. We have not been able to do so. So the bears are starting to win here, and we might see us tumble a little bit lower. Same thing applies with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had 3 days now, 4 days, 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consolidating on this uptrend here, and day after day after day. And now we have this weekend of trying to break through this resistance. It's not been able to do so. So there's more bears pushing downwards on the coin than we do have bulls. Now, I do want to talk about with Bitcoin that we might be foreshadowing when the next breakout is. And I think it has something to do with like maybe this downtrend here, something along the lines of this, and maybe an uptrend. I just kind of want to draw this in here, which kind of ends today. It's hard because I don't know where that bottom support is. It's very difficult to track where that bottom support is. But you can see that we do have a downtrend here. We are intertwined very much so with the hourly moving averages here, getting rejected consistently off of this. And now we're kind of at that apex right now where we have to make a decision as to where we're going to see Bitcoin move to. Now, I mean, honestly, it looks like the coin might have a bigger chance of correcting lower. It's almost like we completed the symmetrical triangle here with expectations of continuing this drop. But obviously, it depends on how we decide to close. And I think we're not going to see any of this movement till come Monday. I could be wrong, but I think till Monday we might get that decision here. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on the way Bitcoin wants to move. But I do think, and this is the good thing, when Bitcoin or cryptocurrency does decide to take that leap and that volume spike, I think we'll have plenty of time and opportunity to buy into these cryptocurrencies prior to missing out on any run, because I think we are leading up to something pretty big. The consolidation is clearly here on Bitcoin. Ethereum is having a lot of this consolidation. XRP is doing the same exact thing. You know, we're now starting resistance and some problems over here too. Same thing with the S&P. That's not having a good time right now. We are bouncing off the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, which is a good sign, but we'll hold support. But who knows? Because the next step in support would be much lower at 42.88 or down at 41.65. These are where the next supports are, and we could very well see a swing like this, which I'd be totally fine with, because ideally what I'd look for is something like this, a continued pattern like this as we head up. This would be a great movement of higher lows and higher highs, but we'll see what happens. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. I do want to talk more about MARGEX with you. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to MARGEX for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So, guys, MARGEX's goal is to provide traders with a world-class user experience, a fair, secure, and easy-to-use trading platform with the highest class of financial technologies in the world. Now, MARGEX is the go-to cryptocurrency trading platform for thousands of traders who prefer having full control over their trades, as well as transparency and security. And along with the premium user experience, the platform offers up to 100x leverage on all of its trading pairs, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, EOS, Litecoin, and exclusively Yearn.finance. Now, a unique feature they offer, unlike other exchanges that allow for unfair liquidations and price manipulations, is their AI-based MP Shield technology by MARGEX. Now, MARGEX came into the space of cryptocurrency to bring crypto leverage trading to a new level of comfort, and while getting rid of complicatedness. Now, MARGEX is the first community-driven cryptocurrency derivative exchange that any trader can participate in building their dream trading platform. And a few features of MARGEX is that they offer no KYC, they have lightning-fast order execution, no lags, overloads, or even order submission orders. Now, they also have very high liquidity backed by 12 liquidity providers, and there is no maintenance time, which means all platform updates are done instantly. Now, MARGEX is even easy to sign up, and the platform is easy to use, and it's really not complicated to start and advanced enough for pretty much all the pros. Now, they even have the friendliest to use UI in the industry, and all deal indicators like trading fees, financing, P&L are actually on the screen available in real time for any deal. Now, MARGEX also has a simultaneous use of stop loss and take profits for each trade, which means there's no need to check what's happening every minute. Now, the unique MP Shield AI-based system protects users from price manipulation, which prevents from unfair liquidations. Now, the assets price on MARGEX never deviates from the top spot exchange, and MARGEX offers traders a profitable affiliate program amongst most trading platforms in the crypto industry. Now, the crypto-founded website renders advanced trading fees that have a 40% cut from the crypto investors' referrals. With these low trading fees, MARGEX provides traders with an enhanced referral arrangement, which will actually help them from profit instead of rendering high affiliate settlements on the platform. So guys, for more information about MARGEX, definitely make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video, where you can find their websites and socials like Telegram. Otherwise, shout out to MARGEX for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.